Dustin is convinced something dark has latched onto him. Shadowy figures tail him everywhere, figures that aren't his reflection, sometimes groaning, sometimes whispering his name. During one overnight shift, his camera caught a figure hovering by the exit sign, and some viewers swear they heard a faint voice say, "Leave."
First off, the lights are not supposed to be on in here. Secondly, this one was flashing right before I started recording. Are you good? Huh. What the f...
He wasn't surprised. He's tried everything, cleansing rituals, prayers, charms, but nothing has worked. Later, while filming a casual video about dinner at home, the footage shows a knife sliding on its own, and when he reviewed the clip, a low, raspy voice can be heard in the background.
Got it. But okay. So, this is it. It's pretty good. This is probably just because the microwave was, like, higher than normal, maybe? I don't...
Viewers argue over what it says. Maybe you'll hear it for yourself. Dustin has even thought about calling the police, but worries they'll just send him for a psychiatric evaluation. Wherever he goes, work, home, the street, the presence follows, eroding his sleep and peace of mind.
Came out to my car to get nail glue. Please tell me you heard that.
Some say it's a tormented ghost. Others fear something far worse. I'll let you decide. What's up, Silent Nightmare family? I have something huge to share with you today. If we hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of September, 10 lucky subscribers will each receive a $50 gift card. You can choose any gift cards. That's $500 in total prizes as a thank you to this amazing community. It's super easy to enter. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this video. Comment below with your favorite Silent Nightmare video or your scariest camping story. That's it. Let's hit 100K together and celebrate the only way we know how, with a massive giveaway. A group of content creators who call themselves the Lobster Captains of the FV Frequent Flyer were cruising off the coast of Maine when they passed an old, decaying house sitting alone on the shoreline. Curious, they filmed as they drifted by, and what their camera caught left them baffled.
This house, the first time we passed it, Chase said the bottom part was not blinking. It was on, but it wasn't blinking. See how the different lights are at different intervals? The kitchen light being on. And then in the fire room over there's a light that's going off and on. No one lives here. I think that this house may be haunted. Chase is gonna go inside and check it out.
You I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, this house is vacant right now. And it's more than one electrical circuit, so it can't be one malfunctioning.
The lights inside the empty house were flickering, even though the owners live out of state and the property has no active power. A year later, they came back, and what they recorded then was even more disturbing.
Who would pay for electricity? Whoa, something just changed. Did you just see that? Something most definitely just changed.
What changed?
One of the lights paused for a second. There's no cars. It's 10 o'clock at night. This is 1 year later. Now, we did meet the girl that grew up here. This was her childhood home. She absolutely 100% said it was haunted.
She actually made
a video. What is her screen name? Jenna
something, I can't remember.
She 100% confirmed that this house is haunted. I just can't imagine anybody keeping f***ing power on for the lights to blink.
They confirmed their findings with a woman named Jenna, and the comments took a darker turn when Jenna's sister Alyssa posted a chilling note. Jenna is my sister, and I'm also going to confirm that this house is haunted. The crew also learned the property had sat abandoned for years, never placed on the market, just left to rot. The most unsettling moment came the next morning when the team returned for a final look.
It looks like one light downstairs is blinking, but the upstairs light isn't. This is a house during the daytime. Timer maybe? I don't know. But as you can see, it's definitely grown up. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Screw this place. So one light is on, blinking, but the upstairs and the downstairs second light that was blinking is not on.
Viewers combing the footage went into overdrive, pointing out eerie shapes in the windows, shadowy outlines, and faces that seemed to stare back at the camera. Those details forced the creators, and everyone watching, to ask whether something had been hiding inside the house all along. There's still no update from the crew, but the videos keep circulating, piling up questions that won't go away. Is this a genuine haunting, or is there a rational explanation for the flickering lights and the figures in the glass? For now, the mystery stays unsolved, and the house keeps its secrets. This chilling footage comes from the TikTok page They Are With Us. The page's owner lost his father about 7 months ago, but hadn't seen him for the last 3 years. Struggling with grief and guilt, he decided to visit his father's grave in hopes of connecting with him, a decision that would soon unleash something sinister. After returning home, he became plagued by unexplainable phenomena, leaving him exhausted and barely able to sleep.
En el nombre de Jesús te ordeno que te vayas. En el nombre de Jesús ordeno que te vayas. No tienes derecho de estar aquí. Ordeno que te vas. Ordeno que te vas en el nombre de Jesús.
One day, while resting, he witnessed his piano playing by itself. Over the next few days, banging noises echoed through the house and objects moved on their own, though most incidents happened too fast to capture on camera. On the 5th day, he tried to play a song to praise God and cleanse the house of negative energy, but it didn't go as planned.
Santo Dios. Tumbaron el casco. Hay una mano allí. Oh, eso es una mano. Oh, Dios mío. ¿Quién está ahí? Voy a tener que ir a mirar. pareció ver una mano, Dios.
A hand appeared from the kitchen before vanishing around the corner. When he went to investigate, the space was empty. He set up security cameras, and soon the lights began flickering on their own. Upon returning home, he discovered everything in the house had been moved. Searching the house while recording yielded no sign of anyone. Yet the disturbances continued. The next night, his girlfriend came over, but the house immediately affected her. By 3 a.m., strange noises woke them both. Cupboards were mysteriously open, and broken glass littered the kitchen. At one point, the camera briefly blacks out, and she began feeling weak and nauseous, prompting her to refuse ever returning.
Bueno, voy a grabar este video porque nuevamente se están escuchando en el apartamento ruidos. Son las 3 de la mañana con 16 minutos y... Escucha. Sí, amor, sí se escucha. ¿Se en la sala? Sí. Escucha. Esta vez no estoy solo, esta vez estoy con mi novia que por fin decidió venir a acompañarme, pues estaba asustada debido a todas estas cosas que están pasando. ¿Dónde es eso, amor? La cocina. ¿Qué fue eso? Se cayó. Yo voy a mirar. Quédese aquí, amor, quédese aquí. Señor bendito. Amor, quédese acá, yo voy solo, amor. Yo voy. Prenda la luz. Se ve todo tranquilo por acá. En el nombre de Jesús, manifiéstate. Parece que es en la cocina. En el nombre de Jesús, manifiéstate. Vaya para el cuarto, amor. No. ¿Qué fue eso? ¿Estás viendo, amor? ¿Estás viendo? Es en la cocina, amor. Cuidado con la cocina. Manifiéstate en el nombre de Jesús. Te ordeno que te manifiestes. ¿Qué fue lo que sonó hacia ahorita, amor? La cocina. Mierda. Mira, amor, mira. ¿Ves que no me tiras, amor? Es un vaso. Mira, todos los cajones están abiertos. ¿Qué es lo que pasa aquí, Dios mío? Amor. Amor, no me asusta, amor, ¿qué pasa? ¿Qué pasó, amor? Mami. me asustes, ¿qué pasó? ¿Viste algo? Amor, amor, ¿viste algo? ¿Qué pasó, amor?
Alone again, the TikTok creator faced the most terrifying night of his life. Something charged at him from a dark room, leaving him frozen.
Otra vez se escuchan golpes en la sala. Son las 3:25. Se escuchan golpes en la sala, se escuchan cosas. No he podido dormir. Van a ser casi las 4 de la mañana. Dios mío, ayúdame, Dios mío. Señor bendito. Abre la puerta. Cierra la puerta del baño. ¿Quién está ahí? Dios, ¿qué es eso, Dios? Ayúdame, Dios, ayúdame. Dios mío. ¿Quién está ahí? Ay, Dios. La cortina se movió. La cortina se movió. Ay, Dios, Dios. Dios mío, ¿qué fue eso? ¿Qué fue eso, Dios? Dios Todopoderoso, ayúdame. Ay, Dios.
And the chaos escalated over the next 20 minutes, becoming increasingly violent. Viewers quickly noticed an Annabelle poster on his wall and urged him to remove it. Whether this is a genuine haunting or an elaborate setup, the footage serves as a stark warning. Trying to contact the dead may come with consequences far beyond what you expect. Leandro, who was previously featured on the channel for strange nocturnal disturbances at 3 a.m., hoped the nightmare was over after the activity suddenly stopped and gave him a run of quiet nights. But recently, he was woken again at 3 a.m. by something that chilled him to the bone.
De la mañana estuve durmiendo tranquilo estos días, pero ahora me despertaron de vuelta los ruidos. Me recomendaron que prenda la luz. Me voy a quedar callado. mierda sos? Concha de su madre. Déjame salir, hijo de puta. Déjame salir. Déjame salir. Déjame salir. Jesús.
At first, it was odd noises coming from the bathroom. The door then swung open by itself. When he went to check, the room was empty, yet the door slammed and jammed as if something wanted to trap him inside. After he finally escaped, a baby-like laugh echoed from that same bathroom. Viewers urged him to move, and because he owns a rural property, he relocated temporarily to test whether the phenomenon was tied to the old house.
3 de la mañana, me vine a la casa del campo. Leí muchos comentarios que me recomendaban que me mude y me vine para acá para ver si el problema era yo. Pero parece que me sigue porque se escucha. Estoy escuchando. Yo ya no, miedo ya no tengo. Y no hay nadie. El ropero de este es grandísimo, pero no, es increíble, pero parece que me sigue. La verdad, no. ¿Qué es eso?
Almost immediately, the strange activity followed. The closet shook violently, though nothing was inside, and objects began to fall to the floor with no visible cause. One night, while using the bathroom, something pounded wildly on the door.
Estoy en el baño, sigo acá en la casa del campo y me están golpeando la puerta y no puedo salir y estoy solo. Esa luz la dejé apagada. Déjame tranquilo. Déjame tranquilo. Andate.
A light snuffed out on its own, a different door slammed, and the same eerie baby laughter filled the room. But every inspection revealed only empty space. The next night, persistent knocking came from the windows, and when Leandro went outside, the curtain suddenly stretched and elongated in an unnatural way, as if something pressed against it from behind.
3 de la mañana, recién salgo de bañarme. Escucho silbidos desde el patio. Mientras me estaba bañando, escuchaba golpes de la ventana. Nunca me había pasado esto. Los silbidos nunca, la verdad. Todo tipo de ruidos, pero silbidos nunca. No sé qué hacer, pero ya fue. Ya fue, voy a salir a revisar. Voy a salir a revisar. A estas alturas yo ya no tengo miedo, la verdad. No hay nada.
He reached out and felt a distinct touch on the fabric, crouched to look under it, and once again found nothing. With each impossible encounter, it grows harder to deny the pattern. Whatever is haunting Leandro appears to be attached to him. following him from place to place. One quiet evening, Luke decided to skim through his home, CCTV, out of simple curiosity. What he found stopped him cold.
I'm currently home alone, watching mine CCTV. Mind you, my masks are right up there. What the is this? So like I said, I'm watching this bullshit as if that's not freaky enough. At midnight, home alone. What's really creeping me out is the fact that there is a mask on my fridge. Here, let me zoom. That's not my mask. My mask is behind me. So I don't know who put that mask here. Bro, what the Where'd the mask go?
The footage shows something strange unfold so suddenly, it's like the moment itself was wiped away, leaving an empty space where explanation should be. At first, Luke struggled to make sense of it, but once he posted the clip online, viewers started pointing out details he'd missed, forcing him into a confession that sent the video viral.
I didn't expect this video to blow up, but since y'all are asking, we live up in this hoe. We live. The masks are up there. But I'm going to shoot you guys straight. I did put a mask on top of the fridge. But what I can't seem to understand, and what I'm actually kind of freaked out about, is the fact that there was a silhouette. See, I hate to be the bearer of bad news because I did put this mask over there. I'll admit it, I did. But what's freaking me out is you guys pointing out the fact that there's a silhouette. I don't know what's casting a shadow here or what's going on here, but like, I did have to turn on the lights after this because you guys started pointing this out. I turned on the lights and put on the office because what the is going on? Is Michael Myers up in my house? What the just happened? That's some bullshit. Alright, so there's the fridge that I put the mask on top of. It was sitting right up there. There's the piece of paper, but I have no idea what could have casted the shadow or made the silhouette. I'm still confused by this. It's freaky.
People online say the presence in Luke's house may be taking shape, choosing a face and beginning to show itself. As more unexplained incidents are added to the tally, Luke admitted these things had been happening for some time, incidents he'd ignored until this clip drew attention. Now, he's on edge, because what strangers saw in the footage was far worse than he ever suspected. Paranormal or not, the conclusion is the same. Something in that house doesn't feel right. A few years ago, a TikTok creator known as The Dark Truth began posting footage of a terrifying haunting in his home. Strange incidents happening with brutal regularity almost every other day. After exhausting every offline option, he turned to the internet for help and eventually went live to prove the clips weren't staged. What the stream recorded was bone-chilling.
If I have an idea. It what? It wants to be afraid of it? Huh? My sink? This is my kitchen. My sink? What do you mean my sink? What do you mean my sink? Don't even say that. That'd be scary. I have to live here by myself. Oh, hell no. Hell no.
At first, he didn't even notice what was happening behind him. The presence moved like a taunt, barely perceptible, testing the boundaries. Then it escalated. A heavy object was hurled down the stairs while he sat there, completely unaware. If I were him, I'd call a professional paranormal investigator right away. Facing something like this alone is dangerous. Let's hope he gets help before whatever this thing is decides to go further. Garcia, 1978, works at a car junkyard stacked with mangled vehicles. A place where nothing unusual ever happened until it did. One day he started hearing objects being dragged and loud bangs coming from warehouse number 2 when no one was around. While filming the facility to show viewers what the place looked like, he accidentally captured the same unnerving noise on camera.
¿Hay alguien ahí? Hello. ¿Quién anda ahí? Hola. Hello. ¿Hay alguien ahí? ¿Hay alguien ahí? No, hombre, no hay nadie aquí. ¿Qué chingados fue eso? Hola. Hola. Ay, no hay nadie aquí. No, hombre, yo mejor me voy de aquí. No voy a hacer que salga la llorona. Traca. A ver, al otro lado. Hola. Faltan 2. Traen los vidrios. Ya ni voy a cerrar la parte, ya me voy. La chingada de aquí.
Violent banging as soon as he stepped into the warehouse, yet nobody could be found. A few days later, something even stranger occurred. One of the wrecked cars began moving on its own.
Sí, aquí han pasado muchos accidentes feos. Llegan con casi como por mitad. Estoy solo aquí en el trabajo. Miren, les presento al Audi, el perrón. Se los voy a mostrar un poco de adentro. La persona se mató. Ahí tiene unos cuantos agujeros arriba. De adentro pues no tiene nada, está todo, ya tiene, creo tiene como casi 5 años. Ya van para 5 años que el carro está aquí. Siempre lo han querido apachurrar, por eso tiene esas X. ¿Sí ven esas cruces? Lo han querido apachurrar, pero como tiene muchas cosas buenas todavía. Tiene los switches, el volante. Los asientos todavía están... no les quiero enseñar mucho porque ya me borraron un video. Pues sí, así está el carrito. De aquí del interior está... Ay, güey. Ay, güey. Se quiso menear solo. ¡Espérate! Ay, tu chingada madre. Pinche susto me sacaste, man. ¿Qué pasó aquí? Raza, el carro ya se quiere ir solo. Ya me voy, ya son las 6:59.
Ya casi falta poco para oscurecer y aquí estoy solo y ya me está dando mi...
The vehicle rolled with alarming speed, despite a missing rear tire and only a slight slope in the yard. Details that don't explain why this car, and this car alone, kept shifting. The scrapyard is full of cars wrecked in fatal accidents, and some locals whisper that the energy of those deaths lingers, sometimes tethering the original owner to their ruined vehicle. Not long after, Garcia was working with his son when the boy pointed out a woman walking between the scrapped cars. When they hurried to look, she'd vanished.
Holy shit. Se me está yendo el carro. ¡Córrele! ¡Córrele! ¡Alcánzalo, alcánzalo, 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 alcánzalo! ¡Ey! ¡Ey! ¡Espérate! Se me fue, se me fue, se me fue, alcánzalo, ey. Holy shit. Ok, vamos a ir a ver el carro, el Audi que camina solo. Está en el mismo lugar. Que según dicen que lo andaban manejando, que no sé qué pedo. Que a lo mejor el turbo quería no sé qué, ni siquiera pinche turbo tiene. Motor no sirve. Está todo quebrado. Vamos a ver quién lo iba manejando. Está lleno de tiliches. Ah, su pinche madre, sí, no, pues lo iban manejando. ¿Quién? Pues no sé quién. Ahí está el carrito. Está detallado. A ver si ahorita no se quiere ir solo. Ahí está, raza.
Look! Look! You see?
No.
No, look! I think she's walking! It's a girl!
¿Dónde?
You didn't see her?
No.
Why did you not see her? She's walking! You did not see her?
¿Dónde?
Yeah! Where'd she go? I don't see her.
¿Dónde?
She was like gone.
¿Dónde?
She was like right there. You see that truck, that, gun right here?
Ajá.
Yeah, right there. I saw her.
A ver, ¿dónde? ¿Dónde? ¿Dónde?
Right here.
¿Cómo era?
Huh?
¿Cómo era?
Like blonde hair.
¿Dónde caminó?
I saw her, she went this way. I saw she went, I see. I saw she went, but then she disappeared. But I think she also went that side.
Disappearing behind a heap of metal in a section that isn't normally accessible to passers-by. After reviewing the footage, Garcia was left shaken. He suspects the figure might be the spirit of the car's former Audi owner, trying to get back into her vehicle and drive away. Is this a real ghost on camera? Decide for yourself. In this chilling clip, a woman named Len managed to document the strange disturbances inside her home. Unlike most people who stumble onto paranormal activity by chance, Len faced a unique problem. Every time she reached for her phone, the activity would stop, almost as if the spirit knew it was being recorded. For months, her friends doubted her claims since she never had proof. But on May 12th, 2024, she finally tried a more discreet approach. And that's when everything changed.
Son of a bitch, I'm telling you, I'm about to lose it. I'm literally, oh my God, I'm freaking out. Please, for just a few minutes, not play with any more toys. I'm trying to make sure my baby's not trying to fall out the screen door, but I'm scared to shut my own front door right now. Because if something else happens, I'm about to get my baby and I'm leaving. I don't know how, because I don't got a car, but I'm going to be walking down the street with my 1-year-old. These toys, okay, I have this TikTok open right now because, hold on a minute, let me get my baby, because she's, God almighty. Okay, I wasn't going to post any content tonight because I'm home alone, and I know when I do that, the activity gets worse. But the ghost is playing with toys and stuff, so I was just going to upload this one video and be done. And tell you story time will be here when my husband gets home. I'm tripping over my words because I'm freaking out. The ghost is playing with the toys. I'm about to show you the video that I just recorded. And then while I had my TikTok open, about to post the one video, that toy over there starts playing by itself. So I'm standing by the front door waiting for something else to happen because I'm about to walk off with my baby. I don't have a car right now, but I'm about to leave. I asked the ghost nicely to stop playing with the one toy. I should have been more specific and meaning like all the baby toys. Please don't play with any of the baby toys. I'm sitting here playing peekaboo with my baby, and one of them toys just went off. I swear if you could hear my heartbeat right now, like I can hear it in my ears right now. I'm alone. I'm not making any kind of content right now because I know what will happen with me at this house by myself. So I'm not doing anything, and it's not helping anyway. I'm pretty sure, God Almighty, it was that one. Yep. There's no reason for that to be playing. We've been in here for 2 hours. We got home from dinner about 2 hours ago. We've been in this living room, and that toy has not went off once. So it's not because it's being pressed by that tub, like, oh God. And I don't have a car right now. I can't leave. Like, I would leave right now. This is usually the part where I just ask the ghost to please stop, because it's scaring me. Whoever's doing that, will you please stop? Because I'm here with my baby alone. I can't leave. I'm scared. Please. Just respect that, please. I mean, I let you back in the house. Just please respect that, because I really don't want to get too freaked out. My heart's beating so fast that my baby is kicking, like the one in my belly. So evidently you can hear my heart speed up. So yeah, it just stops. It, for the most part, the ghost will respect what I ask. That's what people are in my comment section all the time talking about, like, why are you not getting rid of the dolls, this and that? Because they are pretty respectful. I mean, I hate to put it like that, but they, for the most part, respect when I tell them, like, I'm getting really scared, please stop, like, enough is enough, you know, you played with us for a little bit, now it's time, you know, we gotta go to bed, or this or that. They respect it for the most part.
Len came to believe she was dealing with a childlike spirit, one seemingly drawn to toys and fascinated with opening things. For a brief time, the house fell quiet. No toys moving, no noises, nothing. But as the encounters escalated, Len and her family eventually made the difficult decision to move. Unfortunately, the haunting seemed to follow her. During one of her popular online story times, where she often shared her supernatural experiences, the audience's attention quickly shifted from her stories to what was happening live on camera.
Me and my brother were teenagers. My mom and dad moved us into this huge house. It was like 8 bedrooms. There's only 4 of us. So when we were cleaning it out, me and my brother found a wheelchair that we were playing in. It was like old and squeaky. It made a very distinct sound. While we were playing in that wheelchair, the old lady from next door, she was like 80, she come over to tell us about who lived in the house before us. Pretty much just creep us out. Somebody died from each family while they occupied the house. Like, the first people she told us about was an old man who was lonely. He killed himself inside the house. And the second couple that lived there died in a plane crash while they lived in the house. The third person, it was an old man. He had a heart attack at the mailbox. And then the last people that occupied the house before we moved in was the girl that owned the wheelchair. And she was like young. Her mom and dad abused her, and she ended up dying in the house. But anyways, that wheelchair made a very distinct sound. And me and my brother were hanging out in my room one night, and we heard that wheelchair coming down the hallway. Now, my dad already threw the wheelchair away. Like, I know y'all just heard that. I know y'all did. It was banging on the walls. It sounded like right here. I had to run in and make sure my husband wasn't beating on the wall to make sure my baby's good. Everything's fine. Nope, that beating come from...
While she was describing a wheelchair, a deafening bang rang out, followed by something even more disturbing.
I hear something. The ghosts are really messing with me now. They're doing stuff that I can't show on TikTok. So they're making stuff move, but they're like taunting me, like, haha, I can't show this. I was just in the living room with my baby. Let me check on my baby real quick. Good. Okay, I'm in the living room and I start hearing this weird buzzing sound. I'm like, what is that? I go looking for it. They have turned on adult toys that's in this drawer. I can't show it, but I literally just had to get in here and turn it off. It has a remote, and the remote's missing. I don't know where the remote is. Hand to God. The ghost is like taunting me now. They're like, ha ha, we're making stuff move, but you can't show it. So really, they're messing with me in a way that only I can't post it. Like they're with me now.
Some believe that Len continues to attract these hauntings because she talks about them so often, suggesting that by giving them attention, she may be feeding the very energy that fuels them. But the question remains, does discussing spirits and hauntings truly invite them closer? Or is there another reason why Len always finds herself at the center of paranormal events? What do you think?